All right. You know what time it is, right?
Time for episode number 3.
Roll the intro. Okay. Today's topic is definitely going to be a lot shorter than other ones. It's support. And there's a reason we're going to talk about support.
Yeah.
Would you like to start this off, or would you like my dear, would you like me to do this?
Well, I'll just say that the reason we're talking about support is because I think it ties into our last one.
It does.
So the way we ended off our love story episode was obviously we talked about our love story, talked about how we went through long distance for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And obviously communication is key, commitment is key, but also what you mentioned was support. So supporting each other when we're together and also from when we're afar.
I feel like the support it's so integral. I don't know why I have like these like weird words I can't say sometimes. It's so integral to everything that we've are doing, have done and are doing in our relationship and our life. And I've always said it from the beginning. You've always supported me. You honestly, I could probably just be doing absolutely nothing. Like I could probably just be doing like the most random thing. And she would support me. She would be like, I trust you. I don't know. She may not even know what I'm doing. Like this doesn't make any sense at all to me, which is most of the time it is for certain things.
Yeah.
And she doesn't care. Like she always supports me. And to be honest, like that's like a big reason for me, like being able to push through and do so many things that like, at times I don't want to do. Or I don't have the energy. I don't have the mental capacity to do. It's because I know that she's supporting me. Like I have someone to fall. Are you about to cry?
No.
I wonder if I'll be able to make you cry in one of these episodes. That'd be kind of cool.
What? Why would you want to do that?
It'd be cool. Anyways, your support has meant so much to like everything I've done the last X amount of years, with 3 or 4 years. Like it's been a lot, and it obviously has been integral to In the Lab. And like no one will have known this, like not even Dev or whatever. It was just like without all that support, like I don't know if we would still be. I don't even know if In the Lab would be where it is. It probably wouldn't be. Seriously, because like the driving force behind it is on the back end of the business is me. And with that comes a lot of responsibilities and things to do. And you've seen it firsthand, like stress and things to delegate. And like, for me, it's always just been like, yeah, that's fine. I can push through and do anything I want because I know that I have you to like fall back on, like to fall into is like, you are always going to be there.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you just can't. Okay. Well, I mean, first of all, I feel like it's super important that if you are committed to someone and love someone, you just naturally support them no matter what.
Yeah.
And like you said, that comes with trust. So obviously, like I said before, I had no idea what you were doing or what your job was or what it meant to be an entrepreneur / creator / running In the Lab, or what In the Lab even was at the time to like where it is today. But I just knew in my gut that like I trusted who you were as a person, who you are as a person, and like your character and like your driven, your strength, like my mom said, you have kind and honest eyes. But that's who you are. Like you're very honest and you're genuine, and that just shows in your work ethic and how you make choices not only in work but in life too, for everything. So I just like knew that like that's your foundation, that's who you are as Nav. So whatever it is you're doing for work or outside of work, like I will 110% support you no matter what. So even if it's like when we're together, when we're from afar, like I'll show you that support. And I knew how much, and I still know, obviously, like you play so many different roles on a daily basis. And like obviously like like the jobs are continuing, like In the Lab is growing. There's so many more different factors coming in to make it grow. But like even like from where it was 4 years ago, like we basically like started dating and knew each other since you moved to LA, since you got your first visa. So like since then, like I've been lucky enough to like be with you on this journey and like literally watch you grow from that forward. And it's always been a lot of hard work for you and like a lot of stress, even though you don't want to admit it. Like you take on a lot more
Yeah.
than you should be at times, I think. But I think it's super important to have, like you said, someone to fall back onto and just have that strength and support, and like you can keep going and I'll just be here no matter what.
I feel like obviously I've supported people like throughout my life, like friends and family and all that kind of stuff. But the level of support you have shown to me and you brought to the table in our relationship, that made me want to be able to support you that way.
Yeah.
And I'm still like learning how to get to that level, because I'm not at your level of support. Because I'm not. You're just like at a different level. But like you have not inspired me, but like you've made me want to be like, holy crap, like that's what it feels like to have support from someone. Like I want to be that for you. And obviously I am that for you. Like I'm your rock completely. Yes. Like I will got you no matter what.
Yes, you are.
I take care of you in so many different ways.
Yes, you do.
I'm just saying, like in general, like you really like made me like want to do that. Like I was like, oh, like this is how she makes me feel. Like I want to like be that for her. Like that's where they came from for me.
Yeah.
Just it all stemmed like from you and how like honest you were and how compassionate you were towards me.
Yeah.
Made me want to reciprocate it to you, which I think is like saying, I don't know if I'm saying it the right way.
Yeah.
But like it says a lot about who you are as a person.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's a big difference in saying you support someone and then actually showing it.
Yeah.
And like I've been lucky enough in my life where I've had a very supportive family and supportive parents.
Yeah.
And supportive best friends.
Yeah.
Where they don't just say, and I've also had people who are not, where they just say that like, yep, I'll be there for you, or like, oh, yep, good job. But you don't feel it. Like you never forget how someone makes you feel. Yeah. And you have to show the support too. Like put in that time and put in that effort if you actually really care. Yeah. So I just, there's a difference. So you have to do both. It's not just enough from just saying it. So I tried to like show you little things, see what you like, see what you don't like. But like now I obviously know like how to always support you. And I always will. Even though you're on these crazy adventures sometimes.
I think it's cool. I've been really excited. I don't know if this is a tangent or not, but I've been really excited over the last few months. And obviously I know I don't show it all the time, but I've been like really excited to like have you like for you to like open like your own place basically. And like that's why I've been like trying to like put my best foot forward in the back end of like getting the new website done, and like there's some things I've done that you haven't seen yet. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I'm really trying to like do that. So like, because I know like that's the best way I can support you. Obviously I'm gonna be there and like all that kind of stuff, that's fine, like all the sappy stuff. But it's like I want to be there to be able to like support you on your journey in this new physio world and new clinic of like doing those things that you hate doing, which is actually like a lot of things that she hates doing.
But it's great because you do them. That's what you do. Like I know nothing about business and numbers and marketing and content, but that's where you thrive. So I'll power to you.
She's like, yeah, go ahead. You could do all that. That is what makes a good team though. But
we complement each other that way.
We do complement each other really well.
I think it's just making each other better. Like how you said, like, I think,
yeah, I just feel like support is like something that's, I'm trying to make sure I say the right thing because you don't want to say the wrong things when you're being recorded. You know what I'm saying? Like the wrong words, but it's just like, she kind of mentioned it. There's like fake support.
Yeah.
There's like support. Then there's like real support.
Yeah.
Like she would be like the real support. Then you have the people in the middle who are like kind of wavering, where it's like, yeah, I kind of like mess with you and F with you, but like, I don't really know yet.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to stay in the middle. Then you have the people at the end who are like, I'm going to like and comment on yourself and like act like I support you, but I actually hate you. And I want to like send negative energy so like I can like surpass you one day.
Yeah.
And growing up in that type of like environment or world, which a lot of us do grow up in, even I'll candidly say, like, even like out here where we live, like it makes it tough.
Yeah.
That's why like, and the reason I'm saying all this is because that's why when I was able to get the support from you and to see what real, like genuine, like love and support looked like, I was like, oh, this is like crazy.
I think it's just, you can tell as you get older, the difference. Well, you said it between genuine and ingenuine support.
Yeah.
Like when someone, it could even be the people closest to us. Like I said, like I've experienced friends in the past before, or even like extended family members where they'll be keen to ask and know about your life and how you're doing, But do they really care? No.
Yeah.
They're just asking for the sake of asking,
Yeah.
or saying they support you for the sake of it, just because they feel like they have to.
Yeah.
But it's not there. It's not genuine. And you can't, I don't think, be in a relationship like that, and you can't grow together.
You
And
can't.
to me, that's very fake and superficial. Like,
yeah.
how would we work, or how would any relationship work if I don't support what you do?
Yeah.
Genuinely 110% support what you do,
Yeah.
and you support what I do. That's not going to work.
It wouldn't work at all.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of relationships that are like that,
Yeah.
but we're not here to get into that because we're not those types of people. But we're also not like whatever the Dr. Phil is, or whatever, like that kind of doctor that is. But like, the support is so important.
Yeah.
And I think it doesn't get noticed. And I think if you are in a relationship and you are like listening to this for whatever reason or whatever the case may be, and you stumble upon this, like, support is so key. So support your loved ones, support the other person in your relationship, and be there for them.
But genuinely be there for them, not
Yeah.
just saying that you'll be there for them and then you're not, or
Yeah.
just even think. I think the worst part is when people believe that they are, and it's sad to me when they actually aren't.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh no, like I'm there for that person, but
But they're not. Yeah.
they're not.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you kind of need like a reality check, like you're not really.
Yeah.
And that's hard. Like not everybody is like that, and I think it's, like I said, like I think you have to have experienced that support in order to give it. The same way, like you're saying, like you have experienced that support now, and like now you're able to give it as well. But you also you want that.
Yeah.
But I think if you don't know what it is and have never gotten it before, then you don't know how to give
Then
it.
you won't know how to give it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the key for me.
So,
Like, you showed me that.
yeah.
And then that's when that's, like I said, that's when I realized, like, okay, like, this is like a real thing that can happen. As stupid as that may sound, like, I was like, oh, like, support can happen. Like, people can believe in you. People can like love you and like want you to be better and do better and like be great. And even if your dreams are crazy, like, which I have crazy dreams, like, just chase them.
But it's not even that. It's also like it's that, but also like I think keeping you grounded too. Like
Yeah, that's a big key.
keeping you grounded, and also making sure that you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Like whether it's getting out of town for a bit, or
Breaks
just
or
taking
whatever.
a rest, or just switching off, even like when you're working out, just to switch off and
Yeah.
detach from the busy world. It comes in many different ways.
You're pretty wise.
Thanks. He's missing the first episode
You know
too.
that?
So yeah, thanks.
I might say that a lot. I always say that to you as kind of like a joke, because she's actually like one of the smartest people like I know. Not only book smart, which she's like extremely book smart. You're just super goofy, but like you are like very smart.
Thank you.
And I do hope that when we have kids, they do mainly get your brain, but they get my hustle.
They need
And
your
like
street smart.
they need my
yeah.
street smarts.
Yeah.
And like my good looks and like my athleticism and my savviness, my style,
Basically
my
this.
taste.
Okay. Okay.
I can just go on and on about what the things they need, but
Uh-huh.
the big brain
Uh-huh.
comes from this lady over here.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much.
And obviously, I want them to have your personality, because your personality is absolutely hilarious. And mine is like more dulled down. So if there's like a middle approach, that's good too, like a mixture of it.
Yeah.
But your personality would be like excellent.
Oh, 100%. We need the next DQ to live in the next generation. So
We need to do an entire episode about what a DQ is, just so people can understand. They're like, "What's a Dairy Queen?" Like, no, like.
I
No,
mean, I do
drama queen.
love my Dairy Queen, but this DQ loves her DQ.
I digress. Anyways, look. Such a goof, man. I don't even know. Look, at the end of the day, support has taken us so far away.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to obviously continue in a relationship, continue to grow on both sides, as we continue to like learn personally who we are
Mm-hmm.
and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm excited for your next venture in life, which is coming up very, very soon. And we're going to navigate that whole craziness together. Obviously, I'm going to be running a big part of the business. Where you
Yes,
know,
you are.
we can talk about the pay later and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Talk to my boss about it.
Anyways, I'm going to leave the floor to you, because I want to put you on the spot a little bit.
Okay.
You can end this however you want, and then you can roll the outro.
Okay. Oh.
So you want to give like a last touching point on support,
Yes.
or a quote or a sentence or whatever to sum it all up.
Okay.
You do like how I did that to you?
Guess right. I
Go
love
ahead.
when he does that.
Spit it. Let's see. Let's see.
So I think I don't have a quote or anything.
That's fine.
But like I said before, I think first of all, support has to be genuine. You have to mean it from the heart. And the other thing is like I think it's important to show it. If you're in a relationship, to show it right away. Like just because that's how you build that foundation.
Yeah.
Like if I hadn't shown that support to you from Australia or when we first had met or started dating, like it, in the back of the mind, it's always like, oh, does he or she really believe in what I do, or will they be there for me? It's like I think that has to be there from the get go.
Yeah.
If you want to really flourish in your relationship and grow together. So that's another thing that I wanted to add.
That's perfect.
That it has to come from the beginning, has to come from the heart, it has to be genuine. It has to be consistent. And honestly, it's not hard because if you truly love that person and believe in what they're doing and in their character, like I said, how I believe in you, the support will just come.
That was beautiful. Like almost poetic.
It's a good way.
I want to say one thing. Her support started since day one. She was she may have been like the first person ever, to be honest, that like person that I knew that would buy In the Lab merch, In the Lab apparel. We don't call it merch anymore.
Yeah.
Apparel.
Yes.
At full price. Never once asked me for a discount. She paid $40 or whatever the crazy amount was to ship it to Australia.
Yeah.
You're paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you're also paying in USD, like you have Canadian dollars. Like every time we were putting something out, you were buying everything.
Yeah.
And eventually got to the point where I was so annoyed because I wanted to give her stuff for free because obviously like I was falling for her. But like she just kept paying. And to this day,
I still do it.
she bought some stuff
Yeah.
over here on the couch like 2 days ago, and she still doesn't tell me. She just pays for it.
Yeah, the funniest part was I was at work and I had already placed the order.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, what size do you want? Because I'm going to order stuff for us. And I was like, oh, too late. I already placed the order.
So that's like the type of support that she provides, which is why I said it's like it's not normal. Like not everyone does that, and that's why one of the reasons why I love her so much. Like you honestly support her like crazy. Like honestly, if you think about, if we go back in Shopify, I know we had Squarespace before, but if we go back in Shopify and look up the amount you've spent, because we can look up by customer who spent the most.
Yeah.
People are way past you now.
Yeah.
You don't need to buy as much, but it's like
Yeah.
you're still way up there, like thousands of dollars you've spent on In the Lab merch apparel, which is like wild to me. It's like she's buying. Sometimes she even Akil, like her brother's buying stuff. Like your mom's bought stuff. Like, anyways, I could go on and on, but anyways, support. It all comes down to support. She is like the GOAT at setting the standard for that. Roll the outro.
Catch you on the flip side.